Jet Set Radio, a game that has been cemented in the minds of millions of gamers with its look, its vibes, its music. It's one of the great games of all time. But it has been a missing franchise for years. After Jet Set Radio Future, Sega has been happy enough just treating its characters with cameos and maybe a re-release of the first game once in a while. And not really much more than that. And fans weren't happy with that. People missed the unique mixture of gameplay in Jet Set Radio. People missed the unique mixture of aesthetics, design, gameplay, music, everything in Jet Set Radio. None more than Team Reptile. And they had already tapped the vibes of Jet Set Radio with their first game, Lethal League, which is a kind of baseball party pong fighting game hybrid thing. It's really cool. Check out Lethal League. It's really good. Great music. Interesting and distinct characters. Low floor, high ceiling gameplay, and of course, the music featuring the one, the only Naganuma. And I don't know what bug got up in their butts. They announced their next project after Lethal League, and it would be something big. See, there's been a couple attempts at making a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio in the past, and none of them has quite scratched that exact same itch. They're all good games in their own right, but when that teaser dropped, Bomb Rush Cyberfunk, the tone, the vibes, the looks, the designs, the music, all of it seemingly there, almost captured in amber. It seemed almost too good to be true, but there was never doom or gloom. At most, there was maybe a brief worry at the fact that Team Reptile hadn't developed a single-player game so far. The only one they had done was Lethal League. But eventually we would just have to wait and see what happens. And what happened was we got more trailers. And we got more hype. And it just built and built and built and built until it popped. The video game dropped. I bought it. And I played it. And now I'll tell you what I thought of the first 2 hours. First things first, it feels good. Everything flows into each other. Grinding and wall running, riding, whatever you want to call it, feels good. It feels properly magnetic. It makes sure that you are accomplishing what you were trying to do, but not so overly stunned that you feel like you are trapped within its pre-designed lines or anything. None of the movement feels inherently clunky. Any clunk you might feel is just because you haven't learned the system. It felt like I was able to make combos like nothing. I was just immediately able to start doing things. And once I started learning how their combo system works, that number just kept getting bigger. And while there are more complex things the game asks you to do, they never feel overly so complex that you can't accomplish them. It's just the right kind of mix. So far in what I have played, there has been 3 types of gameplay modes: parkour, skates, and skateboards. All of them felt similar. But they all felt distinct. Same baseline, different executions. And they were able to seamlessly go into each other. One button and you're good. And it really makes moving in this world feel really good. And this world. The visual design is amazing. I love the logos. I love the design of the world. I love how everything just feels alive in this city, in New Amsterdam. The citizens look great. Yes, they are blocky as heck, maybe like 10 polygons to their name, but they fit the vibe. They fit this Y2K neo streetwear vibe that everything is going on. The colors are vibrant without being eye-searing, and the characters even more so. The other two people in our crew, who we're not playing as in the first 2 hours, feel wonderfully realized and beautifully designed. And let's get into some of the real meat of a Jet Set Radio spiritual successor. The music. And, well, from what I have heard, it fucking bangs. It bangs so hard TLC wants to make a reality show about it. Bangs so hard, it is going to break the bed. Bangs so hard, it is just a damn good soundtrack. And it is genuinely the best part of the game to me so far. And considering how much I like the other parts of the game, imagine how good this soundtrack has to be then. And the best part of it so far to me is, as you are skating and running around this world, you find mini discs just floating around. And you execute a certain number of tricks or jumps or platforming challenges to get to it. And now you have another track that you can play in that area of the map. And you can access it all on your phone. This is just a great excuse to reward exploration and to work on your lines. You gotta know what you're doing to get to some of these things. And it's not just more music that you're finding, you're also finding more tags. The graffiti system is wonderful and amazing. I absolutely love it. First thing first, yes, you can absolutely collect more tags. It's great, it's wonderful. But each one has a specific stick movement. Not like a pattern you have to remember, but like, you get a certain number of points, you throw the stick in certain directions, and you get that specific graffiti. It's like you go up, down, left, right, you get one graffiti every single time, but you go down, left, right, up, it's a different set of graffiti. So you can just memorize the ones you like, or you can hold up your phone as a reference. Oh, the phone. I absolutely love the phone as a UI element. It's one part menu, it's one part HUD, it works consistently and constantly. It's just really interesting, really cool. It has a mini map, it has your music that you can choose which parts you want to listen to right now. It has your graffiti log, and it's your quest line with your friends texting you. It's just really fun to play with the phone out and pulling a trick, because you look just like a too cool for school dude doing a trick with your phone out and texting. The story is also pretty dang good so far. I won't go too into it, but it does feel like Team Reptile recognizes that the people that grew up with Jet Set Radio might want some more meat in their story. It's not dark and edgy now, but it does have some deeper themes and interesting questions to ask. And I do wonder how they'll answer them. Overall, this is a game that I have been waiting for. The look, the gameplay, the music, all of it's great. And it's given me more than I asked. I highly suggest you pick it up. I got it on Switch. It ran pretty dang good, but I'm pretty sure your PC will run just as fine. Any system will run it pretty good. So, yeah, go get it and get funky.